Yes, gang, it's right. That's right. It's Poppy's other workshop.
Hey gang, Poppy here. As you can see, I'm in the computer room. My last video, I was talking about Strange New Worlds, the latest episode where they went to Hallucination Land. And people have been saying that it was showing the development of the friendship between Kirk and Spock. Perhaps. I still say that Kirk needs to go, Pike needs to go to Talos 4. You gotta go there. I don't even care if they don't show us him getting burnt up when a baffle plate ruptured as he's admiral or as a commodore on an inspection visit to a ship. Talos 4. I'd like to see more development of the relationship between Pike and I think her name was Vina. Anyway, the Earthwoman who heavily damaged in the crash of the ship got repaired and everything worked, but she sort of looked like the bad guy in the Fly 2, the Goldblum Fly 2, or actually Goldblum wasn't in it very much. It was Goldblum's, it was Brindle Brat, you know? And bad guy was this company man. He ended up getting turned inside out. She wasn't quite that bad, but she was horribly misshapen. Ugh. Horrible. Without the illusion of symmetry. No, sorry. Of course, Pike, crippled. They can tap into his brain, and of course he ain't crippled yet, but they still tap into his brain and make him see Mars Colony number 5 and his girlfriend and riding the horses in the volcano and strangling one of the Telosians. But the best part was when Pike shot the laser at the window and it didn't do nothing. So he held it up against the Telosian's head and said, "I believe I just blew a hole in that window. I'm going to test my idea out on your head." And there's the hole in the window. Yeah. I'd like to see that. Pike must go to Talos 4. If they don't do it this season, then I would want to see the whole next season, season 5, be a Magnum PI last season. One arc. no episode in from getting the message crash to leaving Talos 4. A sadder man but wiser man. Then he can go and get blown up if he wants. If Paramount wants him to. But Talos 4. Understand me? In my last video, I sent a little message to Mike at omegageek64, suggesting he try heating pads in his fume hood, and giving him an idea for a acid fume catching and neutralizing system using a big Rubbermaid tote, full of water and 10-15 pounds of baking soda. Should last a while. The expensive part would probably be finding the Kirby vacuum cleaner. With at least one hose. The fun part for him would be 3D printing a Venturi pump segment. Also sometimes called an air reductor. But Venturi pump was probably most known as. Kirby blows air into the angled inlet into the Venturi pump. This puts the partial vacuum in the hose going into the fume chamber, and it shoots it down the hose to the deacidification tank. Remember, water and baking soda. Just change the water and the baking soda every once in a while. I'm pretty sure you can do a pH test. I've seen you do some pH testing. The strips. I think this could be really, really good for you. And like I said, the heating pads, they're all hermetically sealed all the way around. Because, in case someone is incontinent and they're on the heating pad in the middle of the night and they don't get electrocuted. Admittedly, they may not provide the high heat. But then again, do you really need to get it hot as the sun? I know heat always speeds up reactions, but I know you've seen times with too much heat when you have things like boil over. Yeah. Give it a thought. The kittens are so cute. The one I call Elvis mastered the step here in the hallway, the 8-inch step, down from the front or up to the front, depending on which way you're going. Anyway, Elvis conquered the step. It was in the living room. I'm wondering when I'm going to walk into the living room first thing in the morning and see at least one kitten sitting on top of my electric lift chair. Because they have all liked it. Starting with the kitten's great-grandmother. She loved it up there. Their grandmother loved it up there. Their mommy loved it up there. A bunch of other kittens that have been born here and gone into the cat dispersal network have loved sitting on top of my electric lift chair. That's fine. Just don't be pissing and shitting on my electric lift chair, or I'll be happy. You want to rest up there? Fine. Yeah. And the kittens look so cute when they play fight. And also, you know, kittens always look so cute when they're asleep. They look so cute, so sweet. And they're not climbing all over everything. And speaking of climbing, you know those baby gates, it's two wooden frames with that plastic mesh. It extends out. It's got a toggle arm, so you can grossly adjust it with the notches and push down the toggle arm and it tightens up into the doorway. Anyway, we got one here standing on end in the computer room doorway, and the kittens have loved climbing that for 4 years. Yeah. And you know how many litters can occur in 4 years? I mean, there's some things that, you know, kittens just always love. Playing with random crap on the floor. Broken cat toy, they bat that around. Boxes. They love boxes. Yep. Of course, you know that if you know anything about cats. You buy an expensive cat toy, take it out the box, and cat's right into the box, ignoring that expensive toy. Well, I'm going to go now. Don't heat stroke or get burnt up or washed away in a flood. Good night from California. Stay safe.